All right, everyone. Greetings from... Let's check out Sacramento's starting lineup. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward positions. Malik Monk is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Sabonis in at the 5 spot. And for the Bulls, they've got Isaac Okoro. Trey Jones is out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Jalen Smith. And it's Buzelis in at the 4. All right, Stan, what's something you have your eye on at the start of the season?
Well, every year we have a new rule or some kind of change in the officiating that affects how games are played and called. So it's something to watch for.
And he comes up with a bucket.
Well, that's on the defense there. You can't give good scorers like Monk positioning inside.
From deep, Giddey. Rebound by Sacramento. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Yeah, something Giddey has always done well is share the ball. Tough to miss that wide open man.
Pass to Westbrook. And no good. His first shot of the night, missing. For Chicago, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Okoro passes to Giddey. Can't hit that one. For Sacramento, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Westbrook can't hit. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And Grant, after last season, a new front office taking over in Sacramento, trying to get them back in the playoffs.
Yeah, and after ending their record-breaking postseason drought in 2023, the last 2 years have seen the Kings again outside the playoffs. They're restless to get back there in the mix.
Now here's Okoro. Smith outside. From 11 feet away. Rebounded, Domantas Sabonis.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Westbrook, the pass to Sabonis. Here's the 3. Giddey with a defensive effort.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly.
Here's Smith. And he hits it to tie the game.
Well, this is what this team wants from Smith on offense. Using his height to rescue the miss and finish strong.
And Sacramento calls their first time out of the game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. We talked about Domantas Sabonis, specifically what makes him so hard to guard. Coach told me his basketball IQ and just the way he sees the floor. He just seems to know where to be at all times. And defensively, that's difficult to match up against. They'll need to find a way to contain Sabonis here in this one. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Jones, his shot is good.
Well, even though he's just 6'1", Jones is confident inside. Doesn't fear going up amongst taller players.
Sabonis, that's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Sabonis has got his second basket.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Kings.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
And it's the Bulls with the ball, following that last three-pointer by Sacramento. Ivy outside. Chicago passing it around. Three-pointer, Buzelis hits the three-pointer. Buzelis has got 5.
And he doesn't waste any time at all. Buzelis got the ball and just attacked right away.
Pass to Levine. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Anthony Simons has grown his reputation. But he still flies a little under the radar, Stan.
BA, he hasn't been in high visibility situations, like an epic playoff game that puts you on everyone's map. But opponents sure fear him and respect him.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Ivy's shot is off.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Monk for three. Pure from three-point range. He's got 5.
If you're a teammate of Monk's, you know that he's always going to be ready to let it fly. So you want to get him the ball.
Connects from downtown.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first. Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
The Kings trailing. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento. For Chicago, Yabusele, he's checked in for Buzelis. Colin Sexton comes in for Ivy. And Dillingham subbed in for Simons. Now here's Monk. Coming off a 16-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Here's Clifford. Williams defending. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Oh, and a fast break for Chicago. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Sexton misses. Sacramento has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Tipped. They recover it. Yabusele against Hunter. Here's Yabusele. Williams from long range. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. Big time finish to the quarter.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
On the court for the Kings, second quarter underway. The vet pair on the wings with Levine at the 2, DeRozan at the 3. The duo inside, Murray and Sabonis. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Levine with it, guarded by Smith. Fires for 3. And they get it back. Shot by Levine, no good. Bulls leading by 4. And it's Sexton, that time on the assist from Yabusele.
And someone like Sexton, well, all scorers really, they have to get points around him.
Well, Grant, you look at the Bulls, middling on both ends. What's their biggest need?
You know, B.A., I think it's length and athleticism. You can't have enough of those type of players in today's game. You look at their activity stats, the steals, offensive rebounds, very much in need of a boost.
Here's Sabonis, and Sabonis slams it in.
Nice little flush there from Sabonis to cap off the possession.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, BA. Well, the Kings are great offensively, but looking for continued improvement on the other end. Head coach Doug Christie said, defensively, what I'm asking them to do, the level of intensity, is difficult. I want you to play so hard that you raise your hand and say, quote, I need to come out of the game. Back to you, BA.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
And that's a foul called on Domantas Sabonis. That's his first foul of the game.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Some changes for Chicago. Ellis is checked in for Yabusele. Josh Giddey comes in for Sexton. And Ivy subbed in for Dillingham.
And at 6'10", Buzelis is becoming a very difficult cover for defenses, especially when he's aggressive and trying to score.
Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook slams it home.
Oh, my! That's why we had those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Three-pointer. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Buzelis.
Whoa!
Oh, sweet move. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And the defense has to offer more resistance. Can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? And he jams it home with authority.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Kings trail by 6. DeRozan passes to Westbrook. Good, and it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. Westbrook's got 4 points this quarter.
Westbrook lives for those kind of drives, forcing the D's hand. Well, he started out with 3 triples in the first quarter, but he hasn't been able to connect from distance here in the second.
Well, like a lot of us in 2020, Zach LaVine was hit by the golf cart.
Well, when the season came to a halt, he had to find something to do. I know you're big into that, although I bet Zach's got a little better swing than you, B.A.
I totally agree. Looking at who's out there now for Chicago. Richards comes in for Smith, and Simons is subbed in for Okoro.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Pass to Simons. Chicago passing it around. And out of bounds. Sacramento will have it. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Kings, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, right now for Chicago, they're in the lower end of the rankings and headed down. Not the position you want to find yourself in. Now, we'll see if they can stabilize in the coming games.
Williams is checked in for Ivy. This shot by Buzel is no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Levine. Here's Hunter. And it's all tied up.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Simons passes to Richards. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. On the wing, Levine lets the 3 fly. Nails it from beyond the arc. Levine's got 10 points.
Quick trigger there. Levine ready to shoot before the pass even reaches his hands.
The shot by Buzel is no good.
Looking to answer the 3 from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
Clifford can't get it to go. Chicago has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. It's Giddey on the wing. They need this. Rebound by Sacramento. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Chicago.
They split their games last season and both figure to be fighting for playoff spots this year.
Here's Buzelis. He's got 19. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. Some changes for Chicago. Colin Sexton's checked in for Richards. And it's Jones in for Giddey. To the paint. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Sexton, that's good.
Some very clever ball handling from Sexton, getting himself some room to work.
Clifford can't get it to go.
Missed opportunity. He's just got to shake that one off.
And it's Buzelis that time on the assist from Jones. Buzelis has got 11 here in the quarter alone. Oh, look at Levine getting it done in the paint.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, this is where Jones is at his best, distributing the basketball.
Here's Levine. Oh, hammer it home.
Woo, nice.
Zach LaVine.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
1 second left. The shot, no good. Zach LaVine, he's been the guy making things happen for
Chicago 41.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They only had a couple rough... And that should...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 7-team trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility salary-wise in these multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves. Okay, Shams, thanks for the update. Josh Giddey out there with Trey Jones. Then there's Isaac Okoro. Then it's Buzelis. And it's Smith in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And so here's Sacramento. The Bulls making their last shot. They get it back.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
For the lead. Smith gets hauled in by DeMar DeRozan. And here we go, Sacramento on the fast break. The 3 ball. Drops in the 3. DeRozan's got 5.
Yeah, he doesn't normally take a lot of threes. DeRozan picks his spots and just takes the threes he likes.
Buzelis' shot is good.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Gets a hand on it. It's good on the putback. 10 points for him.
And you can see why Sabonis is considered one of the top rebounders in the game. He's relentless.
And now the first timeout called here for Chicago. Well, Domantas Sabonis already top 10 all-time in triple-doubles.
Yeah, he's a prolific scorer, rebounder, and playmaker. And B.A., he continues to add layers to his game, and he's still in the thick of his prime.
It's stolen. On the break. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Well, with his mobility and size, Smith gets up there with ease.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Looking to get it going. Here's Sabonis. Gets the bucket and the foul. That's on Trey Jones.
And lately, this guy is finding points. I mean, just a beautiful second chance bucket right there.
Well, he's been doing a great job of making something out of nothing, especially on the offensive glass.
Looking at who's out there now for Chicago. Richards has checked in for Buzelis. Ivy comes in for Giddey. And Simon has subbed in for Jones. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule.
Well, he's an old school wing. DeMar DeRozan loves the mid-range, doesn't take a ton of threes, and does an outstanding job picking out open teammates.
Here's Westbrook. Soft touch off the glass. Westbrook's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
In the paint, Westbrook's agility makes him a tough cover. He just slips past the D and gets his shot.
And Levine has got the ball here for the Sacramento Kings. They lead by 1. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Domantas Sabonis is driven. He said, quote, "There's no calm time for me. There's a lot to work on to help my teammates and win games. That desperation to stay here in the NBA because I love it and try to get better, I'm always thinking about it, and I don't think that's going to change." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Yabusele, he's checked in for Chicago. Hunter's checked in for the Kings. Clock at 4. Here's Westbrook. It's blocked.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Okoro passes to Richards. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. DeRozan up top. Guarded by Okoro. DeRozan dribble drive. Got a hand on it. Now here's Okoro. Not a lot of room. Sacramento grabs the miss. Sabonis has got rebound number 8 now. Stan, there seems to be an impatience to this Kings organization. Continuity is not the order of the day.
Well, yeah, B.A., and it can be disorienting for the players. You don't want to become complacent, but there's got to be a happy medium and some stability.
For Chicago, Colin Sexton comes in for Okoro, and Buzelis is subbed in for Simons. Pass to Buzelis. Takes a 3. Drains the triple. Buzelis has got 11 in the second half.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
2 minutes remaining.
To the left side wing.
2 minutes.
Here's Clifford. Ivy with the defensive effort. Chicago has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. And here's Hunter from the arc. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got his 5th rebound in this one. We've got 1:28 left in the 3rd quarter. The shot by Buzel is no good. Oh, he picked him clean. Yabusele outside. Takes the 3. The shot by Buzel is no good.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
From right in close, DeAndre Hunter.
Here's Buzelis. Give him 35. Hunter in the post. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Chicago. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
As for that game against the 76ers, that one will be the 7th on the season for them. The team will still be looking to improve each time they take the floor.
Malik Monk's checked in for the Kings. And Grant, the son of Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis. How much do you think Domas modeled his game after his dad?
Well, B.A., I played against his dad. Arvydas was 5 inches taller, but the elite skill set shared in common. No doubt, Domas took a lot of pointers from his father. Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Well, he plays both guard positions well. Sexton shows off that court vision.
Here's Levine. 17 points in the game. Fires the 3. And they'll get another chance. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Ivy. Yet to see a basket. Fires it. The shot by Buzel is no good.
Good shot, gone bad. You gotta finish there.
And that does it for the 3rd quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the 4th. Sacramento on top. They lead by 5. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. All right, a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the 4th quarter. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward positions. Malik Monk is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Hunter in at the center spot.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
DeRozan deciding where to go with it. And Jalen Smith gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. Domantas Sabonis, he's checked in for Hunter.
Sacramento substitution.
Westbrook outside. Here's Sabonis. Westbrook outside. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern for him. The shot isn't falling, and it's been a forgettable night.
Now here's Okoro. Three-pointer, Buzelis. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. Offensive rebound. Here's Murray. A great take by Murray.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. And I'm sure the players will be staying hydrated with some Gatorade during this timeout. It's so important that they maximize their ability to recharge during a short break like this. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. He encourages guys to stick with it, saying, I don't care what the scoreboard says. If we can play hard, that's all that matters. We can be the stronger team. So that's what Coach is looking for.
Allie, thank you. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
You know when Sabonis has the ball inside, he's going to give you a few fakes to keep you off balance.
And the Bulls, with one playoff game win in the last 8 seasons, the lowest total over any 8-year stretch in franchise history, Stan.
Well, yeah, they've hovered around 500 for the last 4 seasons and been really competitive. But the problem is you can get stuck in that middle. Now, going young, can they find a path back to relevance? Well, you see how self-assured Monk is as a scorer. He knows the moment his shot is there and takes it.
The shot by Buzel is no good.
Fantastic perimeter defense. His coaches and teammates have to appreciate this kind of effort.
Yeah, and it's really hard to stay connected to shooters out there. And even harder to contest the shot without foul.
Here's Jones, following that last three-pointer by Sacramento. Out to the wing. The 3 is up. The shot by Buzel is no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Outside Murray. The 3 is up. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook.
For 3.
Westbrook's got 8 assists in the game.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away. They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
To the middle. Here's Sabonis. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And now we have a chance to see our player of the game, Domantas Sabonis.
This almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to pull off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
Boy, he gave them the leadership they needed tonight. They came in off a demoralizing loss, and he picked them right back up. And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
Oh, man, I hate this. And we see it all too often. Injury is such a big part of this game.
Yeah, these kind of things really test your depth. Hopefully, it's not too serious.
Here's Jones. After the Kings picked up a basket a moment ago. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Richards. That'll be a second foul of the game. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on an 18-3 run.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Monk for 3. Chicago with a rebound. Richards has got 7 rebounds in the game. Chicago calls timeout.
Timeout call.
They're behind by 17.
On your feet.
We've got a minute 48 left in the fourth quarter here.
Chicago lovable. Well done. A round of applause for your Bulls kid.
We've got a minute 48 left in the fourth quarter here. Good work there as it goes. And so here's Sacramento. Now here's Westbrook. Outside Murray. DeRozan, left side. Can't connect from 14. The Bulls trail by 15.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Kings.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the two benches was a deciding factor in this game.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. You'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Domantas Sabonis.
He really influenced the game with his rebounding. Just a stellar performance. With all the work he put in, he's going to sleep well tonight.
Looking at who's out there now for Chicago. Yabusele, he's checked in for Smith. Williams comes in for Okoro. Colin Sexton's checked in for Giddey. And Dillingham subbed in for Jones. And with top college players now getting big money NIL deals, the choice between that and entering the NBA draft has become a tough one still.
Absolutely, B.A. Look, I think it's been great for both the NBA and for the colleges for guys to stick around because the top guys are still going to come out. The guys who are going to be your top 10 pick. It's your lottery guys. They're going to come out, but the other guys who have nothing as guaranteed, they're going to choose to stay longer and develop.
That's tipped. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sexton. On offense, here are the Kings. They're on a 20-7 run. Here's Clifford. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
No debate there. He got hammered.
That free throw misses. And coach, the Kings know they need to get better defensively. But do they have the personnel is the question.
Well, so much of defense is about your commitment to making multiple efforts, in particular contesting three-point shooters, an area they've struggled in tremendously. If you're starting to fix something, start there.
Here's Clifford, checked by Sexton. On the wing to Rosen. Pass to Clifford. So no problem